Hello, this is Tolbert, owner of VT Insurance Agency, the #1 aerial application drone agency in the nation. Today, we are going to be talking about your aerial application drone insurance policy and what all it covers. So first, I want to go ahead and start by saying, who covers these kind of policies? Well, that is going to be aviation underwriters, and they are the only ones that are able to write these types of policies at this time. Now, these policies will consist of 3 primary coverages. Those are going to be the hull coverage, the chemical liability, and the non-chemical liability. And today we're going to go a little bit in depth on what each of those coverages will entail. First, your hull coverage is going to cover the replacement cost of the drone and equipment that you've purchased for your aerial application business. So to start off, the hull coverage, HULL, is going to cover the drone itself plus the 1 or 2 batteries in it while in flight. Now, this is going to cover you for both in flight and not in flight. So obviously, you crash the drone, run it into a power line, or have it fall in the middle of a pond. All that is going to be covered under your hull coverage. Now, all your additional non-flying parts, such as your extra batteries, spreader system, charging station, cooling station, and field ops kit, is going to be covered under a separate spare parts endorsement. And that's going to be a much cheaper part of the policy, and the reason why we cover it in that manner. Now, I did mention the in-flight aspects, but also the not in-flight aspects are going to include theft, inland marine, and acts of God, such as tornadoes, hurricanes, floods, fires, collapsed roofs, and all of that other nasty stuff that is outside of your control. Now, this is the one cool thing about the aerial application drone policy is you get to choose the value that you think your drone is worth. And the purpose of this insurance is to include the replacement of a drone in case of a total loss. Every drone has its own value, but you, as the insured, get to choose that value. Now, the next 2 are going to be your liabilities, and that's going to be your chemical and non-chemical. So to start with the chemical is going to be any third-party chemical drift that you might have with your aircraft. So if you're spraying a field and you drift onto a neighbor's property and damage or destroy that property, or make someone sick in the process, that will be covered under your aerial application chemical liability. Now, we can also get you covered for first-party chemical in the form of crops treated and adjacent fields coverage, and that'll be in case of a contaminated hopper, a mismixing of chemical, and where you end up streaking the field that you're intending to spray for, damaging or destroying that crop. So that will be covered in some, not all, insurance policies. Now, the last one is going to be the non-chemical. And just like it sounds, it will cover you for everything else other than chemical drift. So you run the drone into something or someone, that's what that coverage is there for. Now, it does have a dual purpose. It is going to be where your legal liability is going to be held. So if you ever get sued for whatever reason, this is going to be the limit that they pull from to cover your court costs and legal fees to defend you against that lawsuit. Now, we just touched on the basics of an aerial application policy. There are a lot more things to discuss, but this is, like I said, going to be your basic 101 for your aerial application drone insurance policies. Stay tuned, and we'll make sure to have more information next time.